In today's video, I want to take you guys through the revelation of an awesome remake. On top of that, we've got a trilogy coming back, Mafia Trilogy. The remake is coming very soon. Mafia 1 is getting a full-on remake treatment. Mafia 2 is getting a definitive edition. We'll talk all about that. And also, the PlayStation 5 is still on track for holiday launch. No major issues in game development either, so things are progressing quite nicely amidst everything going on right now. Alright, so amidst everything going on, I feel like this is one of the worst kept secrets ever, and I don't think 2K and the Mafia team even really tried to keep it a secret, as they've been teasing it themselves quite a bit. But Mafia is coming back, but what's super exciting is Mafia Definitive Edition, that being Mafia 1. So yes, Mafia 1 is coming back as well, and it's getting a full-on remake. Part 1 of the Mafia crime saga, 1930s Lost Heaven, Illinois, remade from the ground up, rise through the ranks of the Mafia during the Prohibition era of organized crime. After a run-in with the mob, cab driver Tommy Angelo is thrust into a deadly underworld. Initially uneasy about falling in with the crime family, Tommy soon finds that the rewards are too big to ignore. Play a mob on the move, live the life of a Prohibition-era gangster, and rise through the ranks of the Mafia. Lost Heaven, Illinois, recreated 1930s cityscape filled with interwar architecture and cars and culture to see, hear, and interact with. It's a remade classic, faithfully recreated with expanded story, gameplay, and original score. This is the Mafia you remembered, and much, much more. Own Mafia Definitive Edition to unlock Tommy's suit and cabin, both Mafia 2 Definitive Edition and Mafia 3 Definitive Edition on top of that. Best part about the Mafia 1 remake, it's coming very, very soon. It'll be dropping August 28th, so just in a few months. You know what's coming even sooner? Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. So yes, they are a little bit out of order with these releases, but Mafia 2 is one of those games that a lot of people do associate Mafia with. I personally think it's a fantastic game. It's a game that I constantly talk up about, and I often talked about with Mafia 3. I was so anticipating that game just because of my love and adoration for Mafia 2 and the idea of Mafia going open world. Yeah, I was very excited for Mafia 3, but Mafia 2 was definitely the standout game and a much better game. It was noted Mafia 2 Definitive Edition includes main game and all downloadable content, releases part 2 of the Mafia crime saga, 1940s to 50s, Empire Bay, New York, remastered in stunning HD detail. Live the life of a gangster during the golden era of organized crime. War hero Vito becomes entangled with the mob in hopes of paying his father's debt. Along with his buddy Joe, Vito works to prove himself, climbing the family ladder with crimes of larger reward status and consequence. It's a golden era drama inspired by iconic Mafia dramas. Be immersed in the allure and impossible escape of a life as a wide guy in the Mafia. You've got post-World War II Empire Bay, New York, a city sprawling with opportunity and where organized crime thrives on the booming industries of post-war America. And the complete and remastered favorite for the first time ever, experience the Mafia 2 crime drama all in one package and presented in stunning HD detail. Own Mafia 2 Definitive Edition and unlock Vito's leather jacket and car in both Mafia Definitive Edition and Mafia 3 Definitive Edition. So Mafia 3 is getting the Definitive Edition treatment as well. That was not posted on the Microsoft Store, but they clearly outline it in both of the Mafia game outlines. Look, I love Mafia. For Mafia to come back, get a second win, that is something I am very excited for. The wait between Mafia 2 and Mafia 3 was very lengthy, and the wait between Mafia 1 and Mafia 2 was really lengthy as well. So Mafia games coming out a little bit more consistently, that's something I could definitely get behind. There are rumblings that yes, in fact, Mafia 4 is in development that we don't know much about, but hopefully with this trilogy being revealed and Mafia getting a full-on remake, man, I am so excited for this, and I'm excited for a lot of people to try out Mafia for the first time. Maybe the only Mafia game you played was Mafia 3, and that left a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth. I still thought the game was decent, just not at the elite level of Mafia 1 and 2. Now you get a chance, you can go back, you can play Mafia Definitive Edition, remade from the ground up, so even for people that played Mafia 1, this is still super exciting because it's a full-on remake. Thank God for that, because yeah, a remaster would have been fine, it would have been cool, but a full-on remake? These visuals look fantastic in Mafia 1, that's super exciting. Now, I would have loved Mafia 2 to get a ground-up remake, but I understand that takes a lot more resources. And Mafia 2 is still a game that holds up in 2020. It's not that dated of a game like Mafia 1, but Mafia 2 is still getting a lot of refinements, and it does include the main game and all downloadable content releases, which there was a decent bit of them, and it's still going to get an HD facelift, just not to the level of Mafia Definitive Edition. It's not like it's being remade from the ground up. Nevertheless, very exciting news. Mafia 2 will be out on May 19th, while Mafia 3 is, or I should say Mafia 1 is out August 28th. So yes, Mafia 2 Definitive Edition is dropping next week. Next Tuesday, you can play Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, and it's a game I've been talking up, so definitely jump on that. Hopefully it's priced well. Anything more than, say, $39.99, that's a little bit pricey. And ideally, with how cheap I am, I would really prefer a $19 or a $29.99 price point. Hey, a $19.99 price point would be really good too, but let's not get our hopes up for that. I doubt that's going to be happening. Nevertheless, Mafia 2 May 19th, Mafia Remake August 28th. Moving on from that, PlayStation 5, is it going to be coming holiday 2020? Is it not going to be coming holiday 2020? Well, we got some insight directly from Sony. They've said in its outlook for the fiscal year that Sony is going to be releasing the PlayStation 5 in holiday 2020. Current view regarding the impact on the business from the spread, you know what's going on. Although there has been a slight impact on production of PS4 hardware due to issues in the company component supply chain, demand in the short term is being addressed with current inventory and sales are trending well. Sales of game software that is downloaded from the network as well as PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now subscriber numbers have significantly increased. Well, you know why? They're doing 1 billion sales. Oh, how about that? They're selling a lot more games. Isn't it funny that Sony sees everybody's getting their stimulus checks and then, oh, let's run a bunch of sales because everybody in America is very cognizant about where they put their dollars and aren't going to rush buy games that are super discounted. Yeah, I'm sure Sony's making out like bandits right now, and they're selling a lot of digital software. Hey, good on them. They're selling some great games at very good prices, and people need entertainment at this point, and I'm sure their numbers are very, very healthy as far as digital sales go. Continuing on that statement regarding the launch of PlayStation 5, although factors such as employees working from home and restrictions on international travel have presented some challenges in regards to part of the testing process and the qualification of production lines, development is progressing with the launch of the console scheduled for the 2020 holiday season. At this point in time, major problems have not arisen in the game software's development pipeline for Sony's own first-party studios or its partner studios, so that's great to hear. PS5 probably coming out this holiday, and it looks like there might not even be a shortage of supply. I mean, the PlayStation 5 is inherently going to have so much demand that I would still be on the mindset of when this thing goes up for pre-order, you got to be on the ball and you got to pre-order that ASAP. I'm telling you guys, once pre-orders run out, those eBay pre-order numbers are going to be disgusting. They're going to be sold secondhand so high. I mean, look at the Nintendo Switch right now and the numbers it's going for on eBay. It's disgusting what's happening, and it's disgusting the fact that unfortunately there's a shortage of supplies for the Switch, but the PlayStation 5 is going to go through something very, very similar, and that's why you got to be on the ball if you are interested in it. If it's sold for $500, I could easily see it being sold on eBay for, you know, $700, $800, $900 if the demand is that high. But that's going to conclude this video. Again, very excited for Mafia to get a second win with the Mafia Trilogy. Mafia Remake from the ground up August 28th. Mafia 2 Definitive Edition drops May 19th. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.